So this is the last vinyasa for our svadhistana, for this home of ourselves, for the place that we've identified as having two different forces. There's a solar and there's a lunar, and the solar is what we know of the sun. It's a 24-hour time cycle. It's very regular, and we've built everything we have around this regularity. So we get up at a certain time, and then we go to work at a certain time, and then we work out at a certain time, and then we come home and get meals, and then we get up and we do it again. So there's this amazing regularity here, like a machine. On the other side, we have the lunar, and the lunar is 28 days. And in those 28 days are 4 distinct cycles, and within those cycles, there is constant change. Those 4 distinct cycles of the moon resemble the 4 distinct cycles of the seasons. And that's about change and fluctuation. And nothing in our schedule is designed around that fluctuation. And everything that we encounter, what's the first thing you do? Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside? What's the weather tomorrow? How can I stay as regular in the midst of fluctuation as possible? But the fluctuation is built in. Both of these are within us. And so when we wake up and we're feeling a little slow, the invitation is to ride that slow pace. And if we listen, it will reward us with like a new insight and a new familiarity with ourselves. And we're so accustomed to the go that sometimes that slowing down is either painful or frustrating or confusing or really delicious. So this is a lunar flow. Before we finish, as we come out of the winter, it's really important to give ourselves a little bit of a runway. So a lunar flow looks like consistency, simplicity. It is direct. It will build the strength of your back body, and it will lengthen the front body. Lots of forward folding, lots of focus on exhalation, and you will be gathered into yourself. And it gives us a sense of, yes, I change, but yes, I am steady. So this is where we want to go. Come to lie down on your back. You want to have blocks and strap. And as you, nope, not yet, still cold. As you lie down on your back, draw your knees into your chest. Good morning, good morning. If you're new to me, my name is Mark McAlpin, and I am thrilled that you are here. Big exhalations. Settling, side to good side, across the middle of your back. Looking for the places of asymmetry, looking for the places of discontent, we will gather them in steady center. Left hand, left shin, right hand overhead, right leg long, and give it a moment. Let your right thigh fall into the floor. And let your left leg straighten and bend just a little bit. And as you let there be space, straighten and bend the left leg a little bit, let the right leg be heavier and heavier and heavier. Flex your right foot, stand in your right leg, draw the left knee in now and stay. Rinsing the left thigh closer, dropping the right shoulder, opening the right elbow, now the breath into the right side body. And we fall in. A lunar aspect, a lunar quality is one of receiving, the listening one. We invite the right side body just to drop a little further, a little more expansive, a little more melted. Draw your right knee to your chest, pause there. Left leg long, left hand overhead. Now let the right leg straighten and bend a little bit. Rinse it out. Let that movement of the right side deepen the stillness of the left side. Let your left hip be heavy. Let your left shoulder be heavy. And then keeping your right shin in, pause, knee toward chest, left thigh heavier. Left heel heavier. Left elbow opens and fill the left side with breath. And more exhalation, drop in. And we let it come into motion. Left hand, left shin. There's exhale. Right hand opens right leg long. There's inhale. Exhale, hands to shins. Inhale, open left. And close. Find your rhythm. Find your pace. And notice, did you set a rhythm? So setting the rhythm is a solar response. We're directing and we're asking for following. We say, come on body, here's the rhythm, open and close. Maybe so. But right now I'm asking you to maybe slow it down a little. Become a little more languid. Become a little bit more listening. What's the true pace that's appreciated? How does that change everything? 3. Excellent. 2. Right. Lift your head, shoulders, nose towards knees. That's breath out, legs out, hands out. That's breath in. Exhale. Close. Inhale. Open. Now the modification is to go one leg at a time. If you need to, go back to the rhythm we had, but just lift your head, shoulders. The second modification is heels straight up, hands overhead. And then the third step is just extending the legs out. And again, finding out, did you just tell your body to do this? Or can you allow the movement to become an aspect of breathing? An exploration. How much do I want? How little do I want? Go 5 more. Find the exhale as you lift your head, shoulders, empty your body. Good. And then feet to the floor, hands wider overhead. Pause and feel your body respond. Feel your lungs unfurl like great parachutes in your body. Unfolding like sails, a little further, a little fuller, that you are the wind and the sail. Knees to chest. We'll roll right to hands and knees. Knees down, hands down. If you need to, blanket underneath your knees. Tuck of the chin, drop of the head. Let your hips move side to side. Find the sides of your spine. So this will be simple, but it will ask of us. Lunar doesn't mean easy. Drop the navel, lengthen the spine. And now side to side. Ha! Pull the heels of your hands towards your knees. Lift your jaw. Open your mouth. Ah! And as you close your mouth, you bring your navel to your body around. Go 10. That you're moving from the point of the chin to the tip of the tail. Imagine that you could widen your hands apart, that you could widen your seat. And notice, am I asking of my body or am I listening? Softening. And listen. Where will it go? 3, 2, good. Child's pose. Look forward, put your elbows down. Rise to elbows, broaden your collarbones, rise to palms. Same way down. Exhale, elbows, look back, exhale, hips. Inhale, elbows, inhale, hands, look forward. To exhale, elbows on the floor. Inhale, elbows down, hips back. Elbows, hands. Become as fluid as you can. And now release the asking of your body and let it receive. How that changes. How that changes. One more, just this way. Hands and knees, tuck toes, down dog, lift your hips. Adding on. So knees down, elbows down, hips back. Inhale, inhale, tuck toes, exhale, dog. Inhale, hands, knees. Exhale, elbows, exhale, hips. 3 more. Now, receive, follow the breath. Move with the level of effort that really feels true. And you may find less effort is required or more. Good. After your last dog, we'll return and meet at hands, knees. Right knee down, left hand down, toes tucked under, right hand out, thumb up, left heel back, toes down, tuck of the chin. Elbow to knee is exhale. Inhale, reach, inhale again. Exhale, to in, to exhale, to in, to exhale. Out the mouth with a ha. We go 5. Stay. Press your heel, reach your fingers. Stay. Gets a little racy, gets a little warmer. Stay. Ha! Out the jaw, out the mouth. Close and open your right hand. Close and open your right hand and set it down. We're getting warmer. Left hand, right heel, elbow to knee is exhale. Inhale once, inhale twice. Axe, in, out, in, ha, in, ha, 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 ha. 3, 2, 1, reach, stay. Thumb is up, right hand is down, right heel is back. Square your hips, navel to spine, left arm long. Open the left elbow, open the right knee. Ha! Shake out your jaw, shake out your face. Ha! Open and close the left hand. 5, 4, plug into the floor. 3, 2, ha! Hands, knees, elbows down, knees wide, fold back. Elbows on the floor, arms long. Drop your head to the floor if you can. And let your breath get bigger and fuller and sweeter and clearer. Rising up, you're going to lift up onto your knees, onto your shins. You sweep your hands up high. Little wag of the tail. Little wag of the tail. So your right hip forward, then your left hip forward, and your right and your left. Ha! All the way out the fingers. This will be inhale. Turn your palms to face away. Backs of the hands towards each other. Hips back, fold down. Backs of the hands to the low back. This will be exhale. Rise up. Little wag. Aye, and fold. In and up. Out and down. In and up. And down. As you fold down, begin to bring the backs of your hands a little higher up your spine. Keep the elbows wide and lifted away from the floor. We go 5 more. Start to turn your chin into the chest, tuck the chin, and then lift the gaze. Good. Hips come a little forward. Can you do it by receiving instead of asking? Can you fall down and fall up? Yes, 1 more. We go. Rise up, a little shimmy, wag it out, and down dog. Notice.
the space arrives. Thumbs down, outer shoulders roll back, drop the head, widen the seat. Good, hands and knees, right hand behind your head. Open your right hand up, turn your palm to the front. So my palm is facing the same way that I can gaze forward. Right hand to the back of your head, right elbow to wrist, wrap it down. So roll open and reach, and then hand to head, wrap down. Good. And roll open and wrap down. We're going to wrap down with an exhale, it'll be a little quicker. Turn your navel left. 2 more. Spread your collarbones, spread your hands, last one. Right hand high, pause. Keep your right palm forward, shift your hips back. Reach your palm as though to put your right hand on your left. Now spread them wide, draw the heart forward, look up. And then hips back, right hand coming down. Forward and back, inhale, open, and exhale down. Reach through your fingertips, reach through your outer hip, go one more. Right hand high. Broaden the collarbones, open and close your right hand. Out of the jaw, out of the face. And right hand down. Feel your down dog. Feel the right hand, right hip, right heel. We're making our way into the body. And feel how the breath starts to expand and loosen. We're giving a gift. As we open the body, the breath is free. No force. Hands, knees. Left hand behind your head. Left elbow high. Straighten your left hand, palm forward, looking up a little. Good. Then the left hand bends behind your head, look down. Elbow to wrist, look down. Inhale up, inhale straight. Exhale, bend, exhale, wrap. So inhaling up, we're going to go out with a ha. 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 Getting a length through the left side body. And then turning the navel right. A little more revolution. Go 3. Yeah. And 2. That's it. And 1. Reach up. Palm faces forward, forward. That's it. Hips back. Reach your left hand forward. As you can. Almost to touch. And then sweep back up. As your hands come apart, it draws you up, open. And then down and back. Up, open. And back. Yeah, it's the way. 2. Down. 1 more. Reach up. Pause. Open and close your left hand. Turn your chin. And then left hand down. Feel your dog. Left hand, left shoulder, left hip, left heel. Like a gift. That you're offering that effort and that opening to the left side breath. And you say, here, love. I've cleared the way. Come in. Walk your feet to your hands. 2 fists would fit between your feet. Reach your fingers forward, sit your seat down so your knees are under your armpits. That's the width you're going for. Sit to your seat, your heels, thumbs up, heart up, stand up, open, a little wag, a little rise, let it move. Sit it down, same thing. Hips back, fingers, head is last. Sit your seat, lift your thumbs, inhale, opening, there's 5. And sitting down. Dropping in. Sit down, thumbs up, heart up. And again, you are drawing energy from the ground up through the body. And you are drawing grounding energy up through the body. Press your feet down. Stand your ground.
One more, rising up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, stay. Hug your forearms in. Drop your shoulders down, spread your palms, lift your toes, stay 3. Keep the weight even in your feet and take your hands left. Keep the weight even, toes are up, take your hands left. Take your pinkies back. And am I forcing or am I receiving? I'm totally forcing. Habit of routine. So what happens when I don't force is it suddenly just like ripples open. Find center. Drop your knuckles to your head, drop your toes to the floor, drop your shoulders down your back. Your body's like, thank you. Stay this soft. Float your hands up. Keep your heels even. Now invite to the right. Can you engage in action without getting into that big directing, now we all go push around sort of space? One more. And upright. Release your hands wide down. Notice front, back, top, bottom. And that might be enough. That would be a perfect plan. So if you have half an hour, there's a lunar flow. To build a little strength, we step the right foot forward, the left foot back. Right hand wide, thumb down, we know this. Back of the hand to the mid-spine. Left hand coming up. That little wag of the tail is what will allow us to find some softening. And the right hip comes back and the left hip comes forward and that back thigh lifts a little. And the back thigh lifting lifts the left ribs a little, tuck the chin and lead from the heart. So take your block if you don't reach the floor, so that your hands have a place to land. Maybe the block, maybe 2. A little bend in the front knee and we return. So now we have a pathway. Hinge of the hips, tuck of the chin, lead with the heart. Left heel stays to the floor, rising up. We're building the strength of the back body. Fold. Lengthening and quieting to rise. One more. The back body is what holds us, and in the holding we can be quiet and safe. Fingertips to the floor or the block. Tuck of the chin, and the spine becomes long. Right fingertips to the floor, but we're going to turn the fingertips back. So the right fingertips point back toward the left heel, and this little turn will help to make the left side body a little longer. If you need a block under each hand, that's great. Yes. So the left hand comes back to match the right. Head down. Yes. Imagine you're bringing your left temple to the outer right shin. Maybe you get there, maybe you don't. We broaden the collarbones by bringing the pinkies into the floor. We broaden the upper shoulders by bringing the pinkies into the floor. Square the hips, one more breath. Look forward, look down, walk your fingers forward, put your left knee to the floor. Top of the left foot flat, 2 hands up. Let it out, send it back. The way we've warmed up all month. Inhaling up, open, and out. So up, out through the back of the right hip. Up, out through the front of the left thigh. Good. One more. Hands will come high. Hold opposite elbows, and now hips a little forward and back. Press the top of your left foot into the floor. Press the heel of your right foot into the floor. And then pause, tuck your chin, and lead your elbows up. Little shimmy, little up, little up, little up. Good. And let go. Hands down, step back downward facing dog. Right hand, right hip, right heel, drop your head, open the right side body. Walk your feet to your hands, hip distance. Hands out, sit down, stand tall. Hands wide, stand your ground, notice. From hip to heel, steady and tall. Right foot steps back. Left hand, thumb down to the mid-back. And the right hand comes up. Good. Tuck in the chin, left knee soft, fold. So we're cutting path. Find out what you need. Find where you land. Give it support with a block or find the floor. Back heel down, right hip forward, drop of the head. This will be breath out. Thumb up, heart up. Press down to rise. Lift the back thigh to lift the heart. Tuck of the chin, hinge, fold, reach. Excellent. And rise. Are you asking or are you receiving? What changes? Rise. One more. Receive the fold. Receive the fold. Be folded. What changes? Drop your head. Right heel back and down, right arm long. Drop your head. Left fingertips to the floor, fingers point back. Broaden the collarbones, find the turn. Steady. Right hand back to meet the left, to match. Fingertips. Imagine the pinky side of your hand more toward the floor. Imagine bringing the right temple to the outer left shin. Where are you directing and where are you receiving? What could open and hold and fold? Hands forward, right knee down, right foot flat. And hands high. Out and down, let it go. The tension that you've held, let it out on the breath, out on the fingers, out through the gesture. Where does it need to go? Good. Holding opposite elbows, hips forward and back, a little wiggle. You're elevating up out of the pelvis, up out of the hips, up into the lungs, and then forward and pause. 3. So the right top of foot presses down, opening the right hip. Heart is up. You are being lifted by your elbows. It's less about how much forward you can go. How high? Can you come up out of your feet, out of your eyebrows? And downward facing dog, step back, let it out, and notice, what are we making? Good. Imagine that the work is making your breath silkier. Both feet step to the left. Step your left foot in front of your right. Bring your knees down to the floor. Shift your hips back on your child. Super simple. Cut the path, find your way. Widen your feet, make any adjustment. This will be breath out. And then rising hands and knees. Left knee comes down, this will be breath in. And exhale, find the outer hips, the wide low back, the inner thighs. And your breath up, and your breath out. Rising up, feel how the limbs are soft. Stay soft as long as you can. Stay unengaged as long as you can. And as you drop back, can you drop your elbows? So that by dropping your elbows, you're opening the upper back. You might have to walk your fingers back a little. Drop the elbows. The way we had our hands and knees. And then breathe into the wide upper back. Good. Hands, knees. Tuck toes. Down dog. Uncross. Feet flat. Notice the outer hips, the inner thighs, the upper back. Drop your head. Lordy.
Walk your feet to the right. Step your right in front of your left. And then knees come down. Feet widen. Make your way back. Cut that path, right? Find your way. What needs to change? What needs to be different? Acknowledge left and right are different. And from there, into the breath, hands and knees rising, lifting, and then folding. Inhaling like a sponge, and then we rinse out as we fold back. Inner thighs stay soft, outer thighs stay soft, the joints open. Last breath. And you take your time, wag the tail a little if it's tight, and you stay as supple, as willing, as receptive as you can. Elbows down. Walk your fingers back if you need to. Elbows down. And as the elbows drop, widen the upper back and breathe into the backs of your lungs, outer hips, rise up, tuck toes, down dog. Walk your dog. Like you would rinse out the sponge. Hips moving, feet moving, turn your chin, get a little squirrely about the whole situation, rearrange it. And then stand in your feet, and then stand in your hands, and then stand in your dog and notice what you're making, where you're at. Good. So we'll move a little bit. Look forward, step your right foot to your hands. Put your left heel to the floor. Front knee stays bent. We rise. Here's warrior one. On the exhale, navel to spine, we stay. On the inhale, straighten up. And it's one big breath out. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back to dog. That would be quite swift. Then the left foot will step up. The left knee stays bent, the back heel to the floor. We rise to warrior one. Inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. We'll stay a beat, and then we'll inhale up and out. With one exhale, hands down, step back, down dog, swift. Right foot steps, left heel down. In warrior one, out to stay, settle. Inhale, straightening up. Exhale, hands down, step back, dog. Left foot. Warrior one, inhale. Exhale, stay. Settle. Rise. And fold over the front. Step back, down dog. Press back. Right foot. Warrior one. Rise. Exhale, navel, spine. Inhale, reach up tall. Take it with you. Fold. Step back, dog. Left foot, step. Rise. Warrior one. And stay. And reach. And fold. And dog. One more each side. Right foot steps up. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, stay, land in it. And inhale, up and up. And fold out of it. Step back, down dog. Good, good. Left foot will step. Reach, rise. Exhale, stay. Ha. Reach up. And fold. Left foot steps back. Pause, 3. Notice. Let the circulation run through you. Soften your knees, soften your elbows. Let the posture have more agency than you. Without pushing around in it, can you receive it? Knees soften, arms straighten, and the left foot steps up, and you turn to the right so that the toes point to the right side of your mat, a little bit side to side, a little bit side to side. You can have fingertips down. So good. Find center, hands to hips.
Hands will widen. Down the backs of your legs will be the fold forward to exhale. Rising back up, hands wide will be inhale. Right hand down, left hand reaching over. Exhale, navel to spine. Inhale, arms wide. Bend your right knee. Left hand down in front of the right foot. Revolve will be exhale. Inhale up, hands wide. Fold down the middle, down the backs of the legs. Inhaling up. Good, reach right. And center. Bend the left knee, right hand down, revolving. Good, hands wide. That's 1, we'll do 3. Fold down, exhale. Inhale up. Reach to the right. Did I go wrong, Lori? And center, bend your right knee, left hand down. Good. And hands wide. And down the center, folding. Take your time. Long breath is where we're headed. Inhale, rise up. Reach the right hand over. There we go. Hands wide is the breath in. Bending the left knee. Right hand down is the breath out. Longer breath. And up and up. Down the backs of the legs. That's 2. Silky strength. Up wide. Left hand reaches right. Yes, hands wide. Open out. Bend your right knee. Left hand down. Spin. Up and open. Down the backs of your legs. Fold. Rise up. Right hand reaches left. Inhale, open wide. Bend your left knee. Right hand down. Yes, hands up wide. Down the backs of the legs to pause. Stay a beat. Shift your weight side to side. Bring your hands down under your shoulders. Walk the heels of your hands back and bring your elbows in. Weight onto the balls of your feet. Imagine that you're preparing to put the crown of your head to the floor. For 2. 1. Lifting up, walk your hands to the front, down dog. The next series will be a little juicy. If this is a place where you feel content and full and ready to rest, because you've had that kind of week, knees wide, child's pose, pause, we'll be back in 3.5 minutes. We're ready to go. Right foot steps up. Good. Your fingertips ahead of you. Little lift. Good. Bend in the right knee. Lift your hips higher. Tuck your chin, look down. Stabilize yourself. Bend your left knee. Good. Look to your right knee. Straighten your left leg a little higher. Put a bend in your knees. Inhale. Exhale, straighten that left leg. Heel. Put a bend in your knees. Exhale, straighten a little further. One more, a little bend in the knees. And straighten your left leg. Stay. Take your right hand behind your right ankle. Stay. 3. Fold. Stay. 2. Reach into the left ball of foot. Good. Hands down. Put your left foot down and stand tall. Hands wide. Pause. And just check that your heels are on 2 separate tracks. So I know I need to take my left heel back, and the way I know is that my hips can then become square. Little bend in your front knee. You become parallel to the floor and spin left hand down. Take a block, set it to the inner foot. So here's option 1. A block under my left hand, hand under the shoulder, right hand high. Option 2, the block is outside the little toes. Press down to revolve. Little bend in the knees. Turn your navel. Press to straighten the legs. Just like your balance. Little bend in the knees. Revolve. Press to balance. Stay. Scissor your thighs. Turn your right palm to the front. Broaden the collarbones. Remember all those hands and knees? Right hand overhead. Yes, stay. Scissor the thighs. Turn your navel right. Stay 3. Firm your legs. Hop. Rinse your spine. Right hand high. Look down. Set down. Down dog. Press back. Wide knee. Child if you need it.
Right side body. Right palm, right shoulder, right hip, right heel. Make your way in. If you're in child, rise up. If you're going on, step the left foot forward. Good. Hop the back heel high. Widen your feet, find your balance. Widen your hands, find your balance. As needed, fold in as you can, bend your right knee. Here's inhale. Straighten your right leg. There's exhale. Bend both knees a little. And then exhale, press them out into the ball of your right foot. Bend both knees a little bit and then press them out, palms to the floor as you can. Left hand behind the left ankle. Elbow wraps in, forehead to shin. Stay. Open the ball of your right foot. Open the backs of your legs, folding. Folding into yourself. Right foot to the floor. Hands down. Breath.
Widen your back heel so your hips are square. Now all that juice you just kicked out of your basement, hands wide, let's rinse it out. Palms see the floor. Spine is flat. Right hand down and notice, where does my block go? It can go on its belly, it can go on its side, it can go on its tail. Respect your front leg. And as you revolve, notice, do you have a little more capacity, a little more curiosity? Right foot outside, right hand outside the little toe. Left hand high. So a little bend in your knees is inhale. Pressing into the feet is exhale, like you just did. In a little softening. Revolve, rinse. One more, your pace. Stabilize the pose from the base. Then turn your left palm and reach over. Take your time, we stay. What needs to change so you can let it in? Square the hips, scissor the thighs. Look down, set down, down dog. Take it back. Coming into ourselves. Walk your dog, give it a little motion, give it a little love. Knees down. Set a block between your heels. Bring your strap. The movements aren't fancy. There's a steadiness that requires all of us. That the lunar quality is not soft or less than the solar. We just slow it down and we pause a moment. the strap. Just lay it across your thighs for now. And hands up high. Turn your backs of your hands to touch and sweep wide. Tuck at the chin as you can. Hands to the mid-back as you can. There's our fold. Find your way in and then lifting back up. And fold. Just the way we began, but keep your seat. And by keeping your seat, you're actually asking more of the back body, forward and back. Right hand only. So turn your right hand away and bring your left hand to the floor. Stay a breath. Rolling the right shoulder, look under your left armpit and come onto your left fingertips and work your right hand a little higher or a little wider towards the left. Spread your right hand wide behind you, look under your left shoulder, and let your right shoulder, maybe tiny circles in your right shoulder. Walk your left hand a little further forward. Good. Left thumb points up, look straight down, rising up. Right hand, reach wide, reach down. As you fold, left hand, thumb down, hand, back of the hand to the spine, right fingertips to the floor, fold. Walk your left hand a little higher up the spine or over to the right. Turn your chin to look to the right under your armpit. Yeah. Now tiny shoulder circles with the left side and free up and find how the left shoulder blade may be sticky. The left collarbone may be sticky. And turn your chin and walk your right fingers a half inch forward. Good. Right thumb turns up, look down to the mat and reach up tall, right hand wide. Down. Feel across the chest, the upper back, and it will open a little flush up into the head. Hold your strap long enough that you can come up and over the head. Right? So that you've made some space. Where is it needed? Let your chin drop, let your back round, and give it a minute where it's really important. And as you reverse, similarly, through the shoulders, through the arms, through the hands, through the face, through the sternum, up under the jaw. All the ways in which we hold the shoulders around the head, the upper back, the breath. Excellent. The strap behind you, wind it closed one step. Good. Tuck of the chin, little forward fold, just lifting the hands, keep them lifted, sit back. That's the work, right there, right? So leaning forward, navel to spine. I can even come up off my block if I need to, hands come up, right? Here we go, sitting down, hands stay high, looking forward, stay 3. Hands up high, sitting, looking forward, 2. Hands up high and set them down. So, simple, but we will put that into a warrior 2. If you choose, stay right here. If you choose, tuck your toes, come to stand. Super simple. Set your block aside. Left foot forward. Right heel back. Build warrior 2. You have all the parts and pieces that you require. So warrior 2 will mean that we will turn the body to face the right side of the mat, which means that when you lift your hands, you're lifting away from the right side for a moment. So find your feet. Straighten your front leg. Inhale up. Wag the tail. And this is how we will turn. We will bend the left knee. We will wrap the right hip forward. We will lift the hands up high and fold inside the thigh. Good. And then we'll rise. We'll square the heart. The chest will turn right and straighten the leg. Ha. So Bend the left knee. Turn the hips, turn the heart.
And fold, stay 3. The crown of your head reaching toward the left heel, the hands coming over the back. 2. Ha. Good, good. Keep the strap high. Lift your heart. Keep your hands up.
Come to stand, pivot on your feet. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Face the back of the mat. Bend your right knee. Keep your hands up. Can we go? Turn the hip, turn the heart, fold over the right thigh. Hands stay high, drop in. Ha. All right. Hands stay high, lift up. And one more time. Hands stay high, fold inside. Bend your right knee. Lengthen your spine, drop the crown of your head, hands overhead, staying. A little more space now. The hands stay high, lift the heart, lift the hands, stand up tall, stay, square your toes towards the right. Feet are parallel, bend both knees, fold down the middle. Hips up high, wide seat, fold thighs back, stay 3. Oh, clear the chest and the spine, stay 2. Good. Hands stay as they are. Drop your seat, bend your knees, drop your seat, bend your knees, drop your seat. Stand up, hands high and down. Now watch what happens. Free your head. Step to the top of the mat. Drop your strap. Release your hands and feel the light. The back of the neck, the base of the skull. As you sit down, bring 2 blocks. Lie on your back, knees bent, blocks within reach, each hand. Allow your breath to be full, but smooth. And just notice the sweetness that forward folds can provide. The present moment. Our mind is less scooty. Just feel the bliss of being still. Really, you're simply residing in your own presence. That's what feels so good. So the blocks are within reach, but we leave them there and bring the hands palms face down beside the hips. Heels are under your knees. As you lift your hands overhead, press your feet down, lift your hips, coming onto the tops of your shoulders, hands are overhead. This will be inhale. And then bringing your elbows down, your hips down, and then your hands down. This will be exhale. So sweep up and open. This is in. And then rolling down. And think that you're actually getting the opportunity to roll through, hands up. Get some weight onto the tops of your shoulders. Massage the work they've done and roll down. One more like that, rising up. Onto the tops of the shoulders, the heels steady. Keep the hips up. Bring your hands down to the blocks. And see what setting of the blocks best suits this aspect. Maybe you've made some height and you go a little higher than you expected, or maybe you need a little more support. And then tuck the shoulders under and hold the outside edges of your mat. So the right hand grips the right side and the left hand grips the left.
And it's as though you were trying to pull the mat closer to your head. Imagine widening your upper chest and lightly press into the back of your head. So I'm resting on the back of my right shoulder and my left shoulder, and the spine that fits between them is not on the floor. The back of the head on the floor, the right shoulder, the left, the hips on the blocks, the elbows in the floor, but the spine is not on the floor. We soften. And then relax your hands and trust the pose, trust the blocks. Let your inner heels be heavy and the base of your big toes be heavy. Let that soften your inner thighs and your belly. Good. Press your heels down, lift your hips, take out the blocks, and hold them. And pause. Hands on thighs if you like. Press away. Again, how sweet our stillness becomes. Keeping this quiet, knees to chest, hands to shins. We bring this in. Press your heels up high, take your hands overhead, flex your feet as though standing on the ceiling. Open the backs of your knees, your palms face the ceiling, firm your arms. This will be our breath in. Bend your knees, hands to shins. This will be our breath out. Good. Hands up, heels up, and out. Yes. Lift your head, shoulders, tuck your nose to your knees, round your back. And then reach out. Press into the heels. And one more like that. Good. Now, hands overhead, heels up, widen the legs. This will be in, heels together, this will be out. Ha. Turn your toes out and your heels in. Keep your feet in this position. Inhale, widen. Exhale, heels together, zip it up, low belly activated. Inhale, heels open a little quicker. Exhale, tap. In, open, out, 5. And 4, low belly into the floor. Open your hands wide. The spine is long, the low belly active. It's a counter pose to the bridge. Tap, stay. Draw your knees to your chest, roll balance on your tail. Here we come. Ha. Here's one. Here's 2. Half boat to 3/4 boat. Hello. Inhale. Yes. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Legs out straight, hands up high. There's inhale. And boat. Exhale. Ready? That one's a hard one. You gotta find your balance. Hug it in a little closer, hug it in a little closer. One more, hands up. Last time. Good. Floating, hands inside your knees. Floating, heels wide, heels to the floor, hands up. Keep your hands up, toes up. As you come forward, bend your elbows. This is the home stretch. Inhale. Knees wider, and then bend, elbows wider, shoulder blades to your good spine. Inhale up. Widen your heels. Widen your elbows. One more, reach up. Hands stay straight. You're going to reach right through the middle. Knees wide, just a little forward. Knees wide, just a little forward. So low belly's busy. Tuck of the chin. Stay 3. Ha. Stay 2. Coming into yourself. Good, 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 good. Fingertips to the floor wherever you find it.
Walk your hands in, bring the soles of your feet to touch. We're going to add a blanket beneath your seat. This is the last place before you're finished. So hips down, right hand to the floor, left hand to the left inner thigh. Right in the meat of your thigh. Left hand down and away, as though you were taking your thigh bone an inch away from your body and opening the grip of your hip. And then drop your ribs to the right. Let it come out of your jaw. Out of the whole left side. And then changing. Right hand to the middle of the right thigh, right to the meat, and away. As you soften the right inner thigh, right outer hip, dropping your ribs to the left. Into the center, hold your feet, elbows wide. So we've used our elbows on the floor, elbows wide, heart forward. Coming towards your edge, but not at it. And on your inhale, you float away and feel the softening. And on your exhale, one more. Lengthen your heart and fall. Hold your toes if you like, elbows to the floor. To unfold. Rising tall, let your legs out long, shake out your feet, shake out your knees. Any extra layer, we're going into Shavasana. Lying back. So as you get yourself covered, notice anywhere else that may need a little squeeze of your knees to your chest, if there's any tension in your low back. Roll the ankles, open and close your hands, lying on your back, the body long and body quiet. A simple sense of arrival. A simple sense of completion. And that completion is a potent place of both fullness and emptiness. The work so complete, the doneness like a ripe fruit, whole and full. And we are complete. And in its completion, it falls away. And we're empty, free. We could feel and find both all at once. Feeling the weight of your heels on the floor. The legs heavy and restful. belly soft, the shoulders drop, the teeth separate, the hint of a smile. Arriving, complete, empty and full. Bring your attention to your ankles. Just notice the sensation, the awareness, the left ankle, the right ankle, how they differ. One may be heavier than the other, one may be brighter than the other. Use your attention. Let them become equal. Let them become equal in their brilliance, in their light. Until they become one ankle. And your awareness in your knees. Feeling the backs of your knees wide open like hands. The fronts of your knees knobby, protective. Notice the left. And notice the right. How are they different? Using your awareness, how can they be the same? Until there is equal ease and light in both. And two become one. One knee. Bring your awareness to your hips, your left hip and your right hip. And in that awareness, let them become restful, pliable. Into the hips and the low back, the sensation of completion. Into the completion, a sensation of fullness. And into the fullness, the emptiness. Notice the left hip, the right hip. And let them become the same. One hip. Notice your hands, your left hand and your right hand. Notice your familiarity with the left and with the right, and become equally familiar with both. And they become one hand. And the shoulders. The left shoulder, the right shoulder, the act of the shoulders is complete. Set them down. In their completion, they are full. And in their completion, they are empty. Pliable. Notice the left, notice the right, and give them awareness. And let them become the same. Bring your awareness to your ears. The inner ear, the outer ear, the little canal, the little bones, the precious folds, the grip on your scalp. Let the work of your ears be complete. In its completion, your ears are full. And in their completion, they are empty. Notice your left, notice your right. How are they different? And let your ears be the same. And then notice your eyes. Left eye, your right eye, and let them be the same. One eye, one ear, one shoulder, one hand, one hip, one knee, one ankle, one body. restful state, in its unification, in its completion. Its innate response is homeostasis. It balances your temperature. It balances your heart rate and your blood pressure. It balances hormone levels, adrenal function. In our completion, we're available to such profound replenishment. And it's from this replenishment that all future action will draw. We are filling our will. So into this sensation of rest, simply deepen your breathing and feel that each inhale is a refilling. Each exhale is releasing tension. It is releasing the drive that dries us. And each inhale is refilling our will. Watering all the systems and functions that run within us. If this stillness is finally beginning to permeate places that are parched and forgotten, overlooked, but used every day nonetheless, if you are filling your well in a way that you know not to disturb, stay there. And keep going in the quiet and the rest. I will finish with a breath that will very gently reactivate us without depleting us. Breath of light and nourishment. Just a moment of stillness at its end. And so the choice is yours to remain as you are the next 6 minutes or so, or to come to a seat. So coming to a seat, you can roll to your side. Whatever is required to slowly and simply reinflate the back body.
You picked the wrong person. It's nice to meet you.
And build a cross-legged posture.
I know I can't pitch you. Go see Laurie.
Or you can keep your legs extended, heart high, all good, hands to thighs. So what it will be 27 counts of Kapalabhati, that little pulsing breath out, and then 3 breaths of long, smooth Ujjayi breathing. And we find Ujjayi, open the mouth like a sigh. Now keep that same breath and breathe in through the sigh. A little longer, a little longer, a little longer, and then breathe it in. exactly that breath. Let your lips come together. Same breath in and out the nose. Good. So halfway in, start with a little bit of a ha. Keep the breath, close your mouth, out the nose. Five, four, three, two, one. Now ujjayi, in and out the nose. Like you are fogging a mirror, but the lips are together, long and smooth and strong. The breath of a warrior. Filling the chest, lengthening the spine. Let it change your anatomy. Let it shake you out. Let it set you upright. 2 more. Use it to find your way back into the folds and the creases that still remain internally. 1 more. All the way in and through and under and beyond and out. And a half breath in. And we go. Lips together, out the nose. Five, four, three, two, one. Lips together, ujjayi, as though you were sighing in and sighing out. Let it roll through you, and as you do, feel you are building your capacity for wonder, for awe, for action, for stillness. The breath changes your body, the spine long, the heart up, the chin in, the elbows a little wider, the breath of a sacred warrior standing tall. Half in. Lips together. Five, four, three, two, inhale. Last 3. The breath moving through you, beyond you, into time, moving into your afternoon, moving, clearing yesterday, landing, present moment, growing to hold more fully. The last one, we go in, and all the way out. Our birthright is vitality, is life force, and is joy. Feel it ringing through you. We finish with 3 Oms. A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. And we'll do with the arms at the same time. Just sweep wide in and out. Palms together, exhaling with sound. practice places us in the present moment, in the present self. Return whenever you need it. Thumbs to the forehead, center. Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a fantastic Saturday. Know that there is a 24-hour and there is a 28-day. That there is a regularity and that there is a seasonal waxing and waning. All within you. Notice what you need and you can provide it. Tomorrow is the last day of our 40-day sequence of svadhistana established in ourselves. The home of our intimacy, our sensuality, our sexuality. If you didn't hear that part, it's on the Tuesday class of this week. You can replay the last 10 minutes. There was a little Dharma talk there. It's the home of our worth, our acceptance, and the currency of our worth in the modern world is money. And so there's a little conversation about money in yesterday's class. Play the last 10 minutes if you want this. When we finish out tomorrow, the range of who we are becomes available. The range of possibilities to how we want to respond grows. Our acceptance, our understanding, awareness, all of this sense of self is ours. It's what we've made day after day. We reside here. So that from here we take right action in Manipura on Monday. I will see you tomorrow morning, next Saturday, as you will. Thank you so much. Sadhana.